Chalam Lankai Pirim Yatkurpatamaham Vande Sri Gurum Dinatarinim Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hari Om Tat Sat. So, welcome you all for this wonderful Gita session. So, we will be discussing from the first chapter, Sloka 21st. So, it's a really amazing thing because it says that 21st year. Actually, Arjuna speaks this verse like no. He says that Senior Ubhyor Madhye Ratam Sthapayemi Achyuta Yavadhyetan Nirikshe Aham Yodho Kaman Avastitam Jair Maya Saha Yodhavyam Asmin Rana Samudhyame. So Prabhupada has given wonderful translation and purport. So we'll go through the translation. Purport will see that. So here Arjuna is said that, O infallible one, please draw my chariot between the two armies so that I may see those present here who desire to fight and with whom I must contend in this regard. I mean, this great trial of arms. That's what, like, no, here Arjuna is speaking to Krishna. So here actually the army is prepared to fight. Then Arjuna with Hanuman's insignia on his flag. I hope you all know that story, like how Hanuman came into Arjuna's flag. And seeing the sons of Dhritarashtra standing there, taking his bow in hand, like spoke to Rishikesha. Who is Rishikesha? I mean, infallible one, Achyuta. Who is that? Krishna. He says that, right? O Achyuta, please station my chariot between the two armies so I can view the commencement of the war, those standing desirous to fighting, and those with whom I should fight. So he is requesting Arjuna, requesting to Krishna, please place my chariot between the two armies so I can see who is interested to fight, who has a desire really. So then again he's saying that I believe that those who have gathered here desiring to please the foolish sons of Dhritarashtra. That's what. That's and intent on fighting. So then after the fear among the followers of Dhritarashtra has been described, like we can say that easily. So the enthusiasm of the Pandavas is indicated in, like, very clearly here that Arjuna saw Bhishma and others are standing there with a desire to fight, trying to counteract and the defeat of their enthusiasm on hearing the sound of the enemy conscious. Arjuna had the flag of Hanuman. So then here, although Krishna is the personality of Godhead, and out of his causeless mercy, he was engaged in the service of his friend. Okay. And he never fails in his affection for his devotees. That we have to understand that. He always wants Krishna, that's what Bhaktivedanta Thakur also says. Rake Krishna mareke, mare Krishna rakeke. If Krishna desire to kill anyone, nobody can save. If Krishna desire to save, and nobody can come and challenge or kill or touch anyone. That one must understand that. You see, battle was about to begin, like this Pravrate. So, but Arjuna spoke these words to Krishna that Rishikesha, one who sets the senses in motion, and this like it indicates that clearly that there is no doubt about victory for those who have fully depended on Krishna, like pure devotees, like Arjuna, the Pandavas, especially, for whom the Lord of all being, Hari, had great attachment. Same time, Krishna has attachment. Not only that, he has faith, like an Arjuna has faith on Krishna. Okay, Krishna will take care. But at the same time, Krishna had attachment towards the Pandavas. So here it says that, then, oh Achyuta, you do not deviate from your innate nature, from your affection for your devotee, right? From your supreme power, controlled by this quality without fear. Place my chariot according to my words. The words of your. So that's what Arjuna is dealing to Krishna very consciously. The words of your devotee. Then he speaks the purpose of doing so. Then he plays the chariot so that he can see who are the spiritually actually situated firmly to fight, not trembling in fear. And this verse says, avastitam. Avastitam means fear. And who are desirous of fighting, yodho kaman, with no desire for compromise. Like we think, right, sometimes, okay, we want to do something because we don't have confidence and we are not confident enough for how to deal the situations. So then definitely we take wrong decision. When we have challenging situations, if we don't know what we are doing, what are we going to do, how the things will be placed after taking the decision, then we have to ready to face the consequences. So in that situation, what we do, like our that's why before doing something, not as confident as Arjuna, because the situation is intelligent enough. So if one who has that much intelligence, then definitely he'll just go ahead. But in our situation, especially in Kali Yuga, the duality is prominent. So we don't, and at the same time, that also indicated that, and we cannot simply blindly okay, I have decided this, let go and hit. That is also not good. Okay, that's also not good. So to have a temper, composed mind, we need to have a proper peaceful mind, and we should have a clear picture of what is happening. You should understand the scene. Scene is Arjuna's war field. And in our daily situation, daily life, the scene is our mind and our work, our activities, what we are doing, how are we going to do, how it is going to help in our devotional services, or else how is going to help in our daily life. If we also think like Armies, then definitely we lose. So definitely we have to see daily life, how we are going to accommodate. At the same time, we should not give up taking the shelter of Krishna. Okay? And Since we cannot approach directly Krishna, we should approach Krishna through his pure devotees. So we may ask, okay, who is that pure devotee? So we can take our gurus and okay, oh, I am not decided who is my guru. Then take shelter of Acharya. Acharya, even though he is not present now, but the teachings gives us daily life, like even every single second, how to be acted in devotional services. So through their literature and their teachings and their guidance. So here Krishna is giving every single second to Arjuna that he's not hesitated. Since he did not, see, he addressed as infallible. I mean, Arjuna also is not hesitated himself, and he was addressing Krishna very cautiously. And others are thinking that, okay, all armies with us. Nobody can defeat us. They are thinking that. But you should understand that wherever Krishna is there, there is success. Okay. And what else? And Arjuna is having a Hanuman on the flock. And Arjuna is having Hanuman on the flag. That is also sign of victory. And Krishna personally sitting there. That is also sign of victory. And wherever Krishna is there, goddess of fortune comes. And wherever goddess of fortune is there, automatically the victory is there. See, so many circumstances are favoring to Arjuna. At the same time, Arjuna, he never tried to challenge the Krishna's supreme position. Always we should understand that the relationship between the Lord and the servitor is very sweet and transcendental. The servitor is always ready to render service to the Lord, and similarly, the Lord is always seeking an opportunity to render some service to the devotee. He takes great pleasure in his pure devotees, assuming the advantageous position of ordering him than he does in being the giver of orders. So here it is understood that clearly, but if you are fighter, not a spectator, what will be accomplished by viewing this? Understand that? It is, see, at the beginning of the battlefield, those friends and relatives in whose company Arjuna is saying, I will fight. And those friends and relatives against whom I will fight. And for that purpose, place my chariot between the two armies. That's what he is telling to Krishna. And out of friendship, they will make peace. He was thinking still they'll come and have a peace talk, so cease the fire. Like, no, there will be no conciliation between the two sides. So then, here says that avekshe means belief. That they are intent on fighting. What is that fighting? Yotsavanam. They are intent on fighting, desiring to please the person, the son of Dhritarashtra. Who is that? The crazy fellow here? Duryodhana. They all want to please him. Why they all want to please him? Because he is a so-called king, he is acting as a king, and he controlling everyone. And out of fear, so they cannot kill him. Because there is a vow that 5 people, Jarasandha, Bakasura, Duryodhana, Bhima, One more person. Sorry, I forgot. These 5 people born on same tithi, these people, nobody killed them. Like one of them has to kill them. One of them has to kill them or anyone. So that the one is that Bhima. I forgot one more name. Sorry. 5 people born on same tithi, and even it's not easy to kill them because they all are having same power. Here, because of Duryodhana is unintelligent and he actually doesn't know anything about Krishna. He thinks he treats him as a cowherd boy, like from a small village close by Mathura. He thinks that he is the king. He is the king. But there, Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is the king of kings. He is the bosses of boss. We have to say that. And he is ignorant, Arjuna. Oh, sorry, Duryodhana. It means his own survival. Ignorant that he is going to die. He is not realizing that. Even in face of this war, which does not sober his intelligence. Therefore, the rivalry party in war has been justified. So, Arjuna was telling that. Arjuna, as a pure devotee of the Lord, Arjuna had no desire to fight with his cousins and his brothers, his guru, and his grandfather, grandfather, great grandfather. And he was thinking still, like, people who was never agreeable to any peaceful negotiations. And he was very anxious to see who the leading person present on the battlefield were. Although there was no question of peacemaking, like endeavor on the battlefield, he wanted to see them again and to see how much they were bent upon demanding an unwanted war. So that's what Arjuna said, O infallible one, please draw my chariot between the two armies. And the context of the war field is that the Kuruksetra war is about to begin now. Okay. And Arjuna, the greatest warrior, is ready to fight for Dharma. But just before battle, he asked Krishna to place his chariot between the two armies. Then Arjuna wants to observe who has come to fight. He has seen that. And this shows his intention to understand the situation deeply, not just act with blind aggression. Okay? He addresses Krishna as Achyuta. Achyuta, the infallible one, showing respect and dependence. So then Arjuna is confident externally, but internally he has some thoughts, like he has a thoughtful emotions and some sensitivity, some feeling is there. I should fight or not. All my uh, relatives, my friends, and my guru family is there, and everybody is. He could see all his relatives is taking as a, like friends only, even in the war field. So in modern days, if we want to fight, we'll fight. We don't see whoever is there. We are seeing, like we are hearing. Often we hear that for the assets, like in the family share, they try to form their own family kinsmen, right? Everywhere we hear. So that is Kali Yuga's advantage. We can do whatever we want. We are not bothered about anything, because one more thing is Kali Yuga, and we can kill ourselves. See, such a weak mentality and poor, like, no, emotions. We give priority for poor emotions. We don't think, and people try to commit suicide because that moment they don't think properly. So this is one of the biggest advantage of Kali Yuga. Whoever wants, they can do. And just sarcastically saying that. Actually, these are disadvantages of Kali Yuga. We should overcome all these nasty emotions, nasty things, because our focus should be Krishna consciousness. Arjuna is so confident externally, and internally is thoughtful. He know what he is doing. He know what he can do, and his emotions and his sensitivity, everything is in a proper condition. And in this verse, Prabhupada clearly explains, Arjuna was not afraid of fighting, but he had a duty conflict. What is that duty conflict? So, he has come to fight. Okay, he has to fight. But in that situation, he is thinking, should I follow what Krishna says, or should I give priority to my relatives? He is not confused. He is clear. He just, before fight, he is trying to understand how we can overcome these challenges. And his compassion and sense of family affection began to cloud his sense of duty. And Krishna is being addressed as Achyuta to emphasize his role as the charioteer who never fails his devotee. And we already discussed, Arjuna has a Hanuman as his flag. So then before Kurukshetra war begins, Arjuna went to Rameshwaram, because he went to Rameshwaram to get the blessings of Lord Rama. He knew that Lord Rama went to Lanka by bridging, like, no, bridging the uh, by bridging the bridge between two nations, Lanka and India. Okay, so he went to see blessings, seek the blessings of Lord Rama. He went there. He met one monkey there. He was asking, how come, like, Lord has built such a big, like, bricks building and this bridge? Why he has to build? He could have built with arrows. So he was asking one person. Okay, he was telling, that person was telling, no, he cannot build by arrows, because the bridge will collapse. Both had a fight. Fight in the sense a discussion. Arjuna was telling him, monkeys is a small monkeys. What will happen? They can go. He said, no, you build. I will see. Then he started building the bridge by arrows. Arjuna. Then this man entering. I think this man is entering and collapsing the bridge every time. Then there was a talk that in between these two people, saying that, okay, what is if I win this and you have to listen what I say, and each other is saying, if I win, you have to listen. Then Arjuna promised, okay, if you win, I will place you on my flag. If you win, I will commit suicide. So then Arjuna lost. Initially. So Arjuna lost. So then he about to commit suicide. Then he said, it is not that immediately. So then Arjuna started building very big, strong bridge. Then the person expanded himself bigger and bigger, 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 bigger. Arjuna got confused. What is happening? He was not aware whom he is dealing that moment. So then Arjuna, what happened? He built strongly, even though he built strongly, that he already lost the war, in the discussion, right? Because he has proven that then the monkey, actually, he was having a discussion with monkey. He realized that this is Lord's plan to make him to understand that. So then he agreed, okay. He started committing suicide. Then, no, you don't commit anything. You are a pure devotee of Lord and you are also warrior. You are like, no, you are a dharma. You are a dharma follower. Don't do that. Then I will come and stay on your flag. Then he came. That way of success. Okay, I may have missed something. Please don't mind. So like that, Arjuna, as we discussed, Arjuna has Krishna in his chariot, like wherever Lord Rama is there and his eternal servitor, Hanuman will be there. And wherever Lord is there, there is a success. And wherever Hanuman is on the flag, there is a success. At the same time, wherever there is a Lord, there is a Srimati, Lakshmi Devi, goddess of fortune is there. Wherever she is there, there is a success. And if there is no success, she will not be there. And before action, and Arjuna was thinking, is observing, should fight or not, how he can take up this. Okay. In life also, we face some dilemmas between duty and emotions. Okay. We must turn to Krishna's, guidance. We must turn for Krishna's guidance. How we can turn? Krishna is not with us. So we take guidance from his devotees, or else we take shelter of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. When we take shelter of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, then we can manage the dilemmas which we have, bound by duty and emotions. Getting right? So it gives us immense, when we have immense faith on Krishna, immediately by taking Bhagavad Gita and just read anywhere randomly, that particularly, in that situation, you will get this solution. Even not only that situation, every time you will get solution. This is a manual for human being. And especially is the only one, the manual which never misguides us. Okay? And other manuals, they may be wrong, but our understanding will take us to different. But here, based upon the person and mood and situation, when you hold the Bhagavad Gita and read one verse, you will get a nice solution according to the situation. That is for sure. Even the greatest devotees can become confused in some times. situations based on. But surrender to Krishna clears doubts. Okay. And Arjuna's humility in requesting Krishna shows devotional dependence, not ego. Okay. And we should understand these principles from these verses. Life is a battlefield full of choices. Okay. Like Arjuna, we should invite Krishna into our hearts and decision making. Ask Krishna, please place me in the right position. That is called real surrender. What you should ask? Please place me in the right position. So then Krishna will help. Srila Prabhupada shows how Arjuna's crisis leads to the Gita's divine revelation. Okay. Our own inner confusion can become the starting point of spiritual awakening if we turn to Krishna sincerely. Although there was no question of peacemaking endeavor on the battlefield, but Arjuna wanted to see them again. Is there any nook and corner he can find somebody's? But see how much they were bent upon demanding an unwanted war. So then Arjuna spoke to him like Krishna is telling to Arjuna that, I mean, he is indicated as like Arjuna also Budakesha, right? Stationing the best of chariots between the two armies in front of Bhishma, Drona, and all of the princes spoke like no, these Kurus gathered here. Then Sanjay is speaking to Dhritarashtra that he says that Lord Isha means Lord, right? And Buddha Kesha is asleep. Buddha means sleep. Kesha means the Lord of sleep. You know, Arjuna had conquered sleep by complete absorption in remembrance of the beauty and qualities of his close friend Bhagavan Sri Krishna. So it is also addressed that he is the greatest devotee and a Sikh of Rishikesha, master of senses. Bhagavan, knowing the workings of Arjuna's mind, as he is master of the senses, including mind, impelled by Arjuna, placed that most excellent chariot given by Rathottama. Rathottama means Agni. So how he got that Rath? Varuna to give Arjuna the Gandiva bow and quiver of inexhaustible arrows, and the chariot marked with Hanuman to protect Agni from the reign of Indra. When Agni devoured the Khandhava forest between the two armies facing Drona and Bhishma, and all the kings, Mahikshitam. Who is that? Mahikshitam means Dhritarashtra. That's what Prabhupada says. The Lord then spoken. And here, like now, Arjuna is saying, O Partha, Kurus gathered here. Pada means, I mean, Prita. And knower of Arjuna's mind is Krishna. He knows that. And Krishna is telling that you are a son of my father's sister, the son of Pratha. Then Kunti, she is a mother of Arjuna, the sister of Vasudev. And Krishna's father, they were the children of King Surasena. She was known as Pratha. Surasena's sister's son was Kunti Bhoja, right? Who was childless. Surasena gave his first daughter Pratha to him as an adopted child. She then became known as Kunti. Indeed, will be with you on the chariot, but just now you are going to give up your desire to fight. Since I know everything is as a Rishikesha, like Krishna is telling. So, what is the use of viewing the troops of the enemy? Then he says in this, like now, it's in a joking mode. Then when Lord spoke like no to Arjuna and he looked at opposing army, then he described in like no and upcoming verses clearly. He says that. So here we have to understand that since he is a master, everyone is under his orders and no one is above him to order him. But when he finds that a pure devotee is ordering him, he obtains transcendental pleasure, although he is infallible, master in all circumstances. Okay. So Arjuna's request is not small. It leads to the greatest spiritual discourse ever spoken, which is that Bhagavad-gītā. And every sincere question we ask Krishna can open the door to timeless wisdom. Let us all become like Arjuna, not ashamed of our confusion, but eager for Krishna's guidance. When we have Krishna's guidance, our life becomes successful. How come? Because Arjuna, you see Arjuna, he got Krishna's guidance by surrendering to Krishna. Krishna says that, that's 18th chapter. What is that? It speaks of Saranagati. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam praja. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. So guidance begins when we stop acting with pride and start surrendering to Krishna with trust. It's not blind. It's a loving surrender to a caring super father. I mean, supreme father. So how we should have hearing, Shravanam, we should develop that. We should have clarity. We should know whom to approach and who will give that guidance. Tadvitti pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya, that approach a bona fide spiritual master with humility and inquire and render service unto his lotus feet. Krishna speaks through Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. Hearing Bhagavad-gītā and Srimad Bhagavatam and the teachings of Srila Prabhupada is how Krishna speaks to us. We should have satsanga. And Krishna's guidance becomes clear when we are with those who love and serve him purely. Association helps us overcome doubts and stay steady in our practice. What is that practice? Practice Nama Sankirtana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna is fully present in his holy name. By chanting sincerely, our heart becomes pure and we can hear his inner guidance. Srila Prabhupada emphasizes that chant and be happy, and Krishna will personally guide us. Prabhupada is telling that. Like Arjuna, don't run away from your duty. Offer your work to Krishna. Initially, Arjuna was like that. See, Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasatyatma chetasa. Make your work, family, and time an offering to him that purifies your decisions. Be patient. Okay? Depend on Krishna, Krishna responds. 10.10 says, right? Those who are constantly devoted, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Krishna guides from within as the super soul Paramatma. When we are sincere and steady, even a little effort brings spiritual return. So practice and how it helps. Chanting Hare Krishna purifies mind and heart. Reading Gita and Bhagavatam direct instruction from Krishna, following a guru, personal application of wisdom, association of devotees, with devotees, clarity through decisions, prayers, open heart for inner guidance, study sadhana builds spiritual strength to receive. Okay. So bhakti, it should done through actions. This is the beginning of bhakti yoga. Okay. Krishna wants us to connect all activities to him. Even a working person can become a pure devotee. No need to change position, change consciousness. Example is Arjuna fought for Krishna, not personal gain. Okay. Bhakti is not a matter of changing your work, but changing your heart. It opens the door to unbroken devotional life, even amidst worldly duties. Okay. Right. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you all for giving me wonderful opportunity to speak about Krishna and his pure devotees, actions and surrenderness. So I can be purified. For my own benefit, I have spoken something. If something goes wrong, please forgive me. If anything went wrong as well. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Any questions, any feedback? Hare Krishna Mataji, pranams.
Hare Krishna devotees, anybody has any question? Pranams.
The anxious to know, Prabhuji, who is the fifth person who is born.
Sorry?
Anxious to know the five people. You said Jarasandha, Duryodhana,
Yeah.
Bhima. Who is the fourth one, Prabhuji?
See, one is this one, Bakasur. Okay. And who eats lot of food. One is Bhima. One is Jarasandha. One is Duryodhana. One Duryodhana, Jarasandha, Bhima, Bakasura, and Duryodhana. 5 people.
Jarasandha, Bakasura, Bhima, Duryodhana, and
This one. See. One is Jarasandha. One is Bhima. 2. 3 is Duryodhana. 4 is Bakasura. And 5th one, who is that? I forgot actually. I'll update you. Sorry, Mataji.
Oh, no problem. Thank you,
One
Prabhuji.
also is is also killed by Bhima.
Who?
See, fifth one is killed by Bhima.
Okay, Prabhuji. Then we'll find out. I'll find out also.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
See, even Jarasandha was killed by whom?
Bhima.
And Bakasura is killed by Bhima. Duryodhana was
Bhima.
killed by Bhima.
Okay. Then we'll find out.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
I like
Krishna.
the Hanuman story also.
That is, our Acharyas mentioned.
Yes, very nice.
Yeah. Okay, anything? Any doubts? Any feedback for my improvement? Srihari Sridhar Prabhu?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Nothing, Prabhu.
Yes.
Nothing from my side. No.
Okay, good. Thank you. By seeing you all. I'm very happy.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Thank you for joining and giving us the wonderful enlightening class. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, devotees.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, धन प्रणाम प्रभु जी।